Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. Michael Jordan, the very name defines basketball greatness. From a small-town boy in North Carolina to a global icon, his journey is nothing short of legendary. A man who could fly across the court like no other. With the Chicago Bulls, Jordan captured 6 NBA championships, leaving behind an unshakable legacy. But his story doesn't end with basketball. Through Air Jordan sneakers, he created a billion-dollar brand that changed sports fashion forever. Jordan's determination, discipline, and drive made him more than just an athlete. He became a symbol of excellence, inspiring millions across the globe. Today, his luxury lifestyle reflects the rewards of decades of hard work and unmatched dedication. This is the story of Michael Jordan. From humble beginnings to living like royalty, a man who turned failure into motivation, conquered the NBA, and built a billion-dollar empire. This is the incredible story of Michael Jordan, from his childhood to his legendary basketball journey, and finally, to the luxury life he enjoys today. Before the fame, before the championships, before the world called him the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan was just a young boy from Wilmington, North Carolina. Born on February 17, 1963, Michael was the fourth of 5 children in the Jordan family. His father, James Jordan, worked as a mechanic, while his mother, Dolores, was a bank teller. Together, they instilled in their children the values of hard work, discipline, and family. As a child, Michael loved sports, but not just basketball. He played baseball, football, and spent hours outdoors competing with his brothers. In fact, it was those sibling rivalries, especially with his older brother Larry, that fueled his competitive spirit. Larry was considered the better basketball player at the time, and young Michael was determined to prove himself. But his journey was not easy. In high school, Michael famously failed to make the varsity basketball team as a sophomore, standing only 5'10". Coaches felt he wasn't tall enough or strong enough to play at that level. Most kids would have quit, but not Michael. That rejection became the spark that ignited his relentless drive. He practiced every single day, waking up early in the mornings and training late into the night, pushing himself to get better. By the time he returned the following year, Michael had grown 4 inches taller and improved his game tremendously. His hard work paid off, and he earned his spot on the team, quickly becoming one of the best high school players in the state. The boy who once faced rejection was now on his way to becoming the legend we know today. Michael Jordan's childhood was not about luxury or privilege. It was about struggle, resilience, and the fire to prove himself. And that fire would carry him all the way to the top of the basketball world. Michael attended the University of North Carolina. In 1982, as just a freshman, he hit the game-winning shot in the NCAA championship against Georgetown. That single moment put him on the national stage and showed the world what was coming to be. Why 1984, Jordan entered the NBA draft and was selected by the Chicago Bulls as the 3rd overall pick. What followed was the beginning of a new era in basketball. From his very first season, Jordan captured the attention of fans everywhere. His incredible athleticism, fearless drives to the basket, and gravity-defying slam dunks made him unlike anything the league had ever seen. That year, he won the NBA Rookie of the Year award, and a legend began to grow. But greatness does not come without challenges. Throughout the late 1980s, Jordan and the Bulls repeatedly fell short in the playoffs, often stopped by the tough Detroit Pistons. Many doubted if Michael could ever lead his team to glory. Yet, those defeats only fueled his determination. He trained harder, grew stronger, and sharpened every aspect of his game. By the early 1990s, Jordan had transformed into an unstoppable force. In 1991, he led the Chicago Bulls to their very first NBA championship, defeating the Los Angeles Lakers. This victory was just the beginning. Over the next 7 years, Michael Jordan and the Bulls would dominate the NBA, winning 6 championships and securing 2 historic three-peats. Off the court, Jordan's popularity soared even higher. With his charisma and competitive fire, he became the face of the NBA around the world. His partnership with Nike produced the iconic Air Jordan sneakers, which became a cultural phenomenon and forever changed the business of sports. Jordan was not just a basketball player. He was a global superstar. His presence filled arenas, boosted TV ratings, and inspired millions of fans. He became a symbol of hard work, excellence, and the pursuit of greatness. By the time he retired, Michael Jordan had not only secured his place as one of the greatest athletes in history, but also transformed basketball into a worldwide phenomenon. His rise to fame was more than just about winning games. It was about inspiring a generation to dream bigger, work harder, and believe that the impossible could be achieved. Let's talk about luxury life and elite status. Michael Jordan's success did not stop when he left the basketball court. In fact, his business empire has made him one of the wealthiest athletes in history. While many great players fade after retirement, Jordan used his fame, discipline, and vision to build a financial legacy as legendary as his career. It all began with his partnership with Nike. In 1984, the same year he entered the NBA, Nike took a risk by signing Jordan to a 5-year deal worth $2.5 million, an unheard of amount at the time for a rookie. From that deal was born the Air Jordan sneaker line. What started as a basketball shoe soon turned into a global fashion icon. Decades later, Air Jordans are still among the best-selling sneakers in the world, generating billions in revenue for Nike and making Jordan hundreds of millions in royalties every single year. But Jordan didn't stop there. He built a portfolio of endorsements with major brands like Gatorade, Hanes, McDonald's, and Coca-Cola. Each partnership added not just money, but also global recognition, making him one of the most marketable athletes the world had ever seen. His sharp business sense truly shined when he invested in ownership stakes. In 2010, Jordan became the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets, making him the first former NBA player to become a principal owner of a franchise. Over the years, the value of the team skyrocketed, and in 2023, Jordan sold his majority stake, earning him an estimated $3 billion from that deal alone. From sports bars to car dealerships, from real estate to golf courses, Jordan has expanded his empire into multiple industries. Each move reflected his determination not just to be remembered as a player, but as a visionary businessman. Today, Michael Jordan's net worth at over $3.5 billion, placing him among the world's richest athletes and entertainers. He is not only a basketball legend, but also a self-made billionaire who turned talent and fame into long-lasting wealth. Michael Jordan's story is proof that greatness doesn't end with a career. On the court, he became the greatest of all time. But off the court, he built an empire that will keep his legacy alive for generations to come. Now, just think, how does the greatest player of all time enjoy his billionaire lifestyle? Michael Jordan is not just a basketball legend or a billionaire businessman. He is also a man who enjoys the finer things in life. His luxury lifestyle is a reflection of decades of hard work, determination, and unmatched success. Let's start with his homes. Jordan's most famous residence is his massive 56,000 square foot mansion in Chicago, complete with a basketball court, golf course, swimming pool, and even his iconic number 23 foot on the front gate. In Florida, he owns another luxurious estate in an exclusive golf community, while in North Carolina, he enjoys a more private, family-style home. When it comes to cars, Jordan's collection is nothing short of spectacular. From classic Ferraris and Porsches to modern Rolls-Royces and Bentleys, his garage showcases some of the rarest and most expensive cars in the world. Each vehicle reflects his love for speed, style, and exclusivity. Let's start with the Corvettes. Back in the 80s and 90s, Jordan was frequently seen cruising in flashy Corvettes. In fact, his iconic Jumpman 23 license plate was first spotted on a Corvette C4. Sleek, sporty, and loud, it was the perfect match for the young superstar. Corvettes became so tied to Jordan that fans would wait outside the arena just to catch a glimpse of him pulling up in one. Of course, no car collection is complete without Italian flair. Jordan had a soft spot for Ferraris. One of his favorites? The Ferrari 512 TR Pure Power with a V12 engine that could rocket past 190 miles per hour. Rumor has it, his love for Ferraris even inspired the design of some Air Jordans, especially the sleek lines of the Air Jordan 14, nicknamed the Ferrari Jordans. Now that's taking inspiration on another level. Michael wasn't just about speed, he was about presence. Enter his fleet of Mercedes-Benz cars. The one that stood out most, the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, a car worth hundreds of thousands, blending German engineering with British racing DNA. Michael loved rolling up in cars that turned heads, and the SLR was no exception. Another interesting chapter in his collection is Porsche. Jordan adored the Porsche 911. The clean design, the performance, it was all his style. In fact, his love for Porsche was so strong that it influenced sneaker culture once again. The Air Jordan 6 design, with its sleek silhouette, took direct inspiration from the Porsche 911. Imagine that, cars influencing shoes and shoes influencing generations. Fast forward to today, and Jordan Garage has evolved. We're talking Bugatti, modern Ferrari, and even a Rolls-Royce or two. Cars that don't just define luxury, they redefine it. As one of the richest athletes in history, Michael has access to anything on four wheels. And trust me, he doesn't hold back. One thing that always stood out, the license plates. MJ23 became iconic, spotted on multiple cars. Throughout his career, whether it was a Ferrari, a Corvette, or a Mercedes, the plate screamed one thing: Michael Jordan is in the house. Fans knew it, photographers knew it, and it only added to the legend. Each car in Jordan collection tells a story. The Corvettes remind us of his early hustle. The Ferraris reflect his peak years. The Mercedes and Porsches mirror his style and influence in the modern supercars. They showcase his enduring legacy. Jordan doesn't just collect cars, he collects symbols of eras in his life. From the hardwood floors of Chicago to the asphalt roads of the world, Michael Jordan's journey is written not just in trophies and sneakers, but in horsepower and chrome. His car collection isn't just about luxury, it's about a man who lived life at full speed on and off the court. And just like his game, his garage remains unforgettable. Perhaps nothing speaks luxury like private jets. Jordan owns a customized Gulfstream G550, painted in a Carolina blue and decorated with his famous Jumpman logo. For him, travel is not just about convenience, it's about flying in ultimate comfort and style. Jordan is also passionate about golf. After basketball, it became his favorite hobby, and he often spends hours on the course. He even built his own private golf course in Florida, designed to fit his exact preferences, because for Jordan, excellence extends to every detail of life. His lifestyle also includes fine dining, luxury vacations, and exclusive experiences across the globe. Whether it is relaxing on yachts in the Mediterranean or attending the most elite sporting events, Jordan lives like royalty. Yet what makes his luxury even more remarkable is how he earned it. Every mansion, every car, every jet is a reminder of the sacrifices, discipline, and drive that took him from a young boy in North Carolina to a global icon. Michael Jordan life today is the definition of success where legacy meets. Luxury and hard work is rewarded with the very best the world has to offer. Michael Jordan reminds us that greatness is not given, it is earned. And while the world will always remember his championships and highlight reels, his true legacy lives in the millions he has inspired to dream bigger and push harder. This was the story of Michael Jordan, from childhood to basketball glory to his incredible luxury life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories of legends who changed the world.